Hello, quick update today, I think. So yesterday I got my catheter out, as I told you, and I've been peeing just fine without it. As you know, I didn't get the urethral hookup, so I'm not peeing from the tip of my penis. Rather, I'm peeing from a hole, just behind my balls, and it works just fine. There's no complications with that, no problems. So I was really happy with that because it would really suck if there were complications, but there isn't. So that's the good news. So what happened yesterday was that they removed also the bandage around my penis. So and that was fine. But then during the night and today, it really swelled up. And when Dr. Borko came and checked on it, he said it was better to put the bandage back on so that it wouldn't swell so much. So now I have the bandage back on, which kind of sucks because it was nice to have it out in the open and visible. But he says I should wear that for the next 2 days, and then he'll take it off again, and everything will be fine. I have we're going home really, really early Tuesday morning, and today is Friday, so I still have a couple of days to heal up. He says the healing is going great, and I could, in principle, go home today. All the stitches and everything. I still have a couple of threads across my mantra section, and he says he's going to remove those, before I go. But all the other stitching is dissolvable, so it's going to dissolve on its own when it's ready. So that's going to be no problem. I'm still swollen, across the monster section, but he says everything looks fine and I'm healing well. The only thing I'm a little bit worried about is when I'm peeing, is that there are stitches very close to that part. So I have to be really vigilant about cleaning and making sure that nothing gets, that the urine is completely removed. But other than that, things are going great on the healing front. On the emotional front, I'm just really, really happy with it. I had a bit of a freak out, as you know, on day 6, but now I'm calmed down, and I think this is gonna work for me. I think this is gonna be just fine. It's not really. It doesn't really look like right now like a cisgender man's penis or a cisgender boy's penis. And that I feel that while that's not ideal, I feel that what I have now is something that I can live with, something that, I could get comfortable with, and something that, is not going to be such a huge mental block for me as everything else was. So I'm pretty convinced that this surgery is going to be a complete success for me. I see my body this way, and remember, this is me seeing my body and not everybody else's. Don't freak out on me, okay? Just calm down. But I see my body as now an intersex body. It wasn't intersex to start with, but now I have different components of my body. My DNA, I have 2 X chromosomes, which is female. My body, my external genitalia is now male. I have a flat chest. I have a small penis. I have a scrotum. I have a deep voice. I have, beard. I have, male characteristica of my body. It's not quite the same as had I been born a cisgender male. I have my scars. It doesn't really, look the same way, but it is male, in my mind. Gonads, I don't have any. I don't have any ovaries. I don't have any testicles. So on that, I'm completely neutral. So I'm kind of a mix right now of different characteristics, and that is what is called intersex. I wasn't born intersex, but my body is now intersex. And my brain, of course, the way I feel completely male. I feel completely comfortable, being a man, and I don't have any hang-ups about that at all. So I feel that this surgery has sort of pushed me along the intersex spectrum, you know, with if females at one end, male is at the other end, and intersex is somewhere in between. I feel I've been pushed, you know, much further towards the male side of things. And I feel that I have pushed far enough so that I can be, you know, I can deal with it now. You know, I can work from here, and, you know, with, you know, accepting my body the way it is, you know, self-acceptance, self-love, something everybody has to do, cis or trans, you know, because, you know, unless you're like a, you know, a Greek god and muscly, and, you know, there's going to be something that you don't like about your body, and you're going to somehow have to find a way to find peace with that and to deal with that. Even though, I mean, I'm 40 years old, my body is aging, that I'm going to have to find some sort of, you know, peace with. And there, you know, it's not going to be perfect, but I feel now I'm at that point where it makes sense to do the mental work, to do the self-accepting, to do, you know, all that kind of thing. And before, I wasn't in a place where I could accept my body, and I think I am in a place now where I can. So I consider that, you know, successful. But let's see what happens. I did today, I did a little walk. You know, we went up to the church, the Sava church, which is this really huge Orthodox church that's just near the apartment, and back again. And that was really hard, actually. You know, I have to walk kind of like a cowboy, you know, with my legs spread, and I can only walk really slow because I don't want to hurt anything. So it was actually kind of, you know, exhausting, and you know, my legs hurt after, but it's a start, and I'm gonna maybe try to take a little walk again tonight, see what happens, and just, you know, slowly getting, you know, my strength back, because surgery was just really, it's gonna kick your ass, you know, and if you're in shape before, you're not gonna be in shape after, because it is a hard thing to go through physically. Mentally, I think I'm doing really well. I don't feel that I have post-op depression, which is very good. I had that after my hysterectomy, and that was hard. But I don't think I'm going to run into it as much now, hopefully. Let's see. But mentally right now, I feel fine. So that is the update for today. Everybody had a great weekend. My dad is coming. He's flying down tonight, and he is going to be here until Tuesday morning where we go home. So he's just going to do touristy stuff, and I'm going to still be pretty much stuck in the apartment. I do hope that I will get to go shopping a little bit, because everything is really cheap down here, and we shall see if that, you know, I'm not, you know, going to push myself beyond my limits just because I would like to go shopping. There's things that are more important than that, but let's see if it's possible. So that's it, and I will try to keep you updated later if anything develops. Bye.